Welcome back to Ant's Boxing Channel. Welcome back to Ant's Boxing Channel, baby. We live. Where my people at? Where my people at? Where we at, baby? Where we at? Who about to join? Who about to join? Who about to join the live? Who about to join the live so we could talk some boxing? I got, how many is that in the live right now? 0. There's 0 people in the live right now. Let's see who joins. I know you're not about to leave me here alone, talking to myself. But you know what? Just in case nobody joins, I will give you guys some boxing content. Let's see. Oh, my boy Miguel. My boy Miguel. Hello. Rascal, early gang. You mean 1, 2? Uh-oh, it's 2 people in here now. Okay. Miguel and Rascal, the day ones. The day ones is in the building. I like it. That's love. That's love. Oh, there's 3 people in here now. Uh-oh, we getting busy now. What we talking about? The fellas is in the building. Rascal Dascal with the fire emojis. That's right, 3 people. 3 people now. Let's start this. Where y'all want to start? We could talk about Ryan Garcia. We could talk about the Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis sparring league. We could talk about Anthony Joshua, Francis Ngannou, Joseph Parker, Zhilei Zhang. Man, we could talk about Floyd Mayweather's comments on Terrence Crawford and what he should do. I'm making a video on that, by the way. I just haven't got I actually recorded one, and I didn't upload it. I just been really busy. But yeah, we could talk on that. It's a lot to talk about. Which I want to talk about. Let me see how I got the chat to show. For some reason, it's not showing the chat. I'm going to see. Okay, there we go. Got it. I got it. There we go. So, yeah. Let's see. How about we start off with Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia is honestly at a point where it's like, it's concerning. It's concerning what's going on with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is young. It sucks that Ryan Garcia got that fight with Gervonta Davis, and then if you look at the like the events that have transpired with Ryan Garcia, he had that mental breakdown where he was going through his mental stuff, right? Then after that, he came back. He fought, Javier Fortuna, Emmanuel Tago, and he looked good. But the level of opposition was, Emmanuel Tago. He was an older guy, never really faced no real opposition. What's the other guy? Fortuna. Fortuna was he wasn't a natural 140 pounder, at all. And he kind of had jumped up. That wasn't really a good fight, but it was a good stay busy fight for Ryan. It made sense for Ryan. But when you're looking at how much credit you could give him, but he got those fights. Then after that, he jumps up to fight Gervonta Davis. That's a big jump up if you're just looking at that skill gap. Going from Emmanuel Tago, Javier Fortuna to Gervonta Davis, coming off of a mental breakdown on Ryan Garcia's behalf. When you look at that, that's kind of like, that's hard to do. And then on top of that, when he fights Gervonta Davis, he had the rehydration clause. He had the catch weight. He was drinking. He allegedly had the rib injury. You know what I mean? And then it looked like Ryan Garcia found some clarity within himself. We started seeing Ryan Garcia just sounding better. But then he fights Duarte, right? He fought Duarte, and that was the best I've seen Ryan Garcia. He did the shoulder roll. It looked funky, super funky, the funkiest shoulder roll in the history of boxing. But he did it, and it was effective. It made his defense better. It added to his defense. It made him harder to hit, right? And then after that, Ryan goes, wanting to fight Rolly, wanting to fight Devin. He didn't know exactly. Let's see. Miguel said, watch too much TikTok. It melted his brain. Nah, just kidding. I'm praying for Ryan. He's a good kid. Doesn't deserve what's happening to him. Yeah, bro. That's it. You know what I mean? I think he's a good kid too. I don't think he deserves that. But sometimes, here's a funny thing. Sometimes, and Ryan's really religious. And I have this feeling, right? Ryan's really religious. And sometimes when you chase something so much, God has a funny way of like just taking it away from you. Or like when your values are out of whack, God has a funny way of like making like not letting you get what you want, regardless of how hard you're working for it. And Ryan Garcia he's trying to sell this fight. Ryan Garcia is trying to get a big payday. Ryan Garcia is trying to like just be popping, you know what I mean? Be popular, be popping. He's trying to do it big, you know what I mean? Do it so big that he's pulling all these antiques and all these gimmicks. You know, him and Devin Haney running into each other, acting like there was about a fight. What else happened? You know, leaking the Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis sparring session. Whatever this trolling stuff, I don't even know if this mental stuff that he's going through is real. You know what I mean? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. It's all so fishy. But yeah, sometimes you chase that, and like you said, watching too much TikTok. It's funny because I'm not even joking. I really think that's a part of it. Not watching TikTok specifically, but I feel like Ryan Garcia, that social media presence that he has and chases, and sometimes you gotta let stuff come to you natural. You know, you gotta let it come to you natural. And don't get me wrong, I feel like Ryan is letting it's funny because Ryan's letting, in a way he is letting it come to him natural, but in a way he's not. Because in a way he's forcing it. And a lot of people force it. It's like, look at Teofimo Lopez. Same thing. It's the same situation. Only difference is Ryan is just a lot more popular. But look at Teofimo Lopez. You want to force feed people so bad that you're the best fighter in the world. You're pound for pound the best fighter. You're better than Terrence Crawford. You're the best thing. You're the double greatest, comparing yourself to Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? You was undisputed. You say you're undisputed 2 times after beating Josh Taylor. All this stuff. Teofimo talks the craziest stuff. And what is it? It's because he's forcing it so bad. Sometimes you just got to do what you do and let it come your way. You get what I'm saying? If Teofimo just boxed, if Ryan Garcia just boxed, if they just fought and let their work talk for them, you know what I mean? A little bit different, because I'll talk about Teofimo first. If Teofimo just boxed and let his work talk for him and stop talking all that baloney that he loves to talk and stop trying to step on people's necks and act like you the big bad wolf and you better than everybody and you got to compare yourself to everybody and you got to crap on people like Terrence Crawford, you know what I mean? Just to put yourself up. Bro, look at what happens. It all turns around in your face. All you do is lose respect. So many people don't respect Teofimo Lopez. So many people don't respect him. You know what I mean? Despite the fact that he's had one of the better careers out of, honestly, arguably the best career out of all these young guys coming up. But all of that goes out the window because you don't know how to shut your mouth and let your flowers come to you. It's like you're trying to like snatch your flowers. Like, nah, bro, flowers is given. You don't just snatch the flowers. You let people give them to you. You know what I mean? But Teofimo wants to snatch them. Ryan Garcia is a little bit different. Same concept, but it's different. Because with Ryan, it's not so much about I'm the best, I'm doing it the best. With Ryan, it's more about I'm the biggest, I'm doing it the biggest. You know what I mean? He even said that he said he's bigger than Gervonta Davis, which is arguable. I'll give him that one. Him being bigger than Gervonta Davis is arguable. But he went on to say he's bigger than Canelo Alvarez. Come on, man. Ryan Garcia is nowhere near bigger than Canelo Alvarez. They're on 2 total different stratospheres. You know what I mean? But Ryan Garcia is big, though. But you're trying to do it so big that you're trying to chase that instead of letting it come to you natural. You already got the social media following. You know what I mean? Pretty boy looks. You know what I mean? You could box. You could fight. People talk crap about Ryan Garcia, but at the end of the day, I think everybody, in the back of their minds, even though they talk that crap about Ryan Garcia, in the back of their minds, they know Ryan's a real fighter. There's no way around it. Ryan is a real fighter. You know what I mean? But, you know, you got the social media following. You got the traction. You came off of the fight with Gervonta Davis. You got that social media savviness that you know how to market and sell and do stuff. You get what I'm saying? But you got to let it come to you. You can't force it. You don't want to try to grow a tree overnight, because what happens if you try to grow a tree overnight? It's not natural. You get what I'm saying? So Ryan Garcia trying to do all this growth overnight and all of this blown, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta let it come to you, bro. You haven't even fought pay-per-view. You fought one pay-per-view with Gervonta Davis. And ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, hey, do your thing, but I'm just saying. You try to jump towards things, and sometimes it just doesn't work for you. It backfires in your face. And that's not just Ryan Garcia, that's anybody and everybody. You get what I'm saying? Let me see. Miguel said, he became too big, so it got to a point that he can't live with simple things. He can't live with simple things anymore and be normal. That causes him to see a lot of creepy things that could have fucked up his mind and spirit. Facts. Yeah, facts. Let me see. I'm trying to see, I know there has to be a way that, boom, boom, boom. Nah, I don't know how to do that. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, bro, that's facts. That's a fact. That's a fact, because that's where they get that phrase from. Like, it's like you sold your soul. You get what I'm saying? Because at a certain point, when you achieve a certain amount of growth, a certain amount of success, it's like, that's what they tie it to. You sold your soul. That's why you as big as you are. You know what I mean? And you know, Ryan, I feel like Ryan has that natural ability. Ryan has the natural ability to be big, because Ryan is, like I said, pretty boy. The girls are gonna like him. He got that little flashiness. He got that confidence. He's gonna, you know what I mean? Ryan is gonna shine. Ryan shines. He just shines. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But sometimes it goes back to that thing. You just gotta let it come natural. You gotta let natural growth. You know what I mean? You gotta let that stuff unravel. You young. Ryan is young, 20-something years old. Put it like this. I don't think Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, I don't think they were doing the numbers that Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis did at 24 years old. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I got to do my homework on it. Because that's not it may be true, but it may not. I don't know. But I'm curious to know. If I had my laptop with me, I'd look it up right now. How much pay-per-views were they selling? And that was during the time when you didn't have all the piracy and stuff like that. So to sell $1.2 million, 1.3 million pay-per-views, Ryan and Tank, to sell 1.3 million pay-per-views in this era, at the age that they are, that's impressive, bro. That's big. That's a big deal. But you can't force it. You know what I mean? Think about it. Once again, because I see we had two people, now we got a third person in here, and I made a good point. I want to repeat it. If Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis sold 1.3 million, right, pay-per-views, were Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather selling that many pay-per-views at that point in their career, at 24 years of age, at 29 years of age, because Gervonta Davis was, what, 28? I think 28, 29. So around those ages were Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya selling that many pay-per-views, 1.3 million. Were they that big of a draw? Because, you know what I mean? Ryan is big, bro. He's big. Tank is big, but it's not really about Tank, but Ryan is big. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't got to force it. You don't got to do all this extra stuff to, don't get me wrong. If you're going to do some WWE stuff to sell the fight, I love that. I think that's great. I think that's good for, marketing. That's good for boxing. That's good to help sell the fight. You're going to put more money in your pockets. But there's a way to, you know what I mean? Like Ryan and Devin running into each other, like fake fighting. That was cool. That was cool. A lot of people mad at it that, oh, it's fake, this, that, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's interesting. It gives you something to talk about. It makes it fun. It's a little lead up. You know what I mean? Ryan acting like his house got robbed and stuff like that. That's cool. That's all, like, you know, like, that's cool. Like, I don't mind that, you know? But all this other stuff, devil worshiping and Bohemian Grove, and I got pictures of aliens, and you know what I mean? I feel bad for the stuff he said that happened to him when he was 2 years old, man. That's just, you know what I mean? My heart goes out to anybody that deals with stuff like that and goes through stuff like that. That's, you know what I mean? That's just evil, you know? But all the other stuff, Ryan just got to be careful. That's all I say. I just say Ryan got to be careful. Yeah, that is heavy, bro. That is heavy as heck. It really is. It really is. Ryan just got to be careful, you know, who he, especially now, because Ryan is talking a lot. He's talking about exposing people and exposing things. And, hey, my boy Chris Linton, what's popping, baby? What's popping? We in here. In the building. But yeah, so then, you know what I mean, with Ryan talking about exposing people, and he got pictures of aliens and and the Bohemian stuff and all this devil worshippers and all that stuff. He just got to be careful because Ryan is a big figure. You know what I mean? And I believe in like the Illuminati and all that stuff. So I believe in that. And you don't want to make the wrong enemies in the industry. You know what I mean? Because, bro, just keep on the straight and narrow. You already big. You're going to sell a lot of pay-per-views. Everybody's going to tune in to watch Ryan Garcia because we love Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? He's interesting. He's talented. He's explosive. He gets knockouts. He's flashy. He's cocky as hell. He's arrogant. He's full of himself. He's confident as crap. He shines. You know what I mean? It's Ryan Garcia. There's not another Ryan Garcia in boxing. So you unique. You get what I'm saying? Just be careful, bro. Be careful what you do, who you keep around you, what comes out of your mouth, because some people might take offense to it. And Ryan was talking about like, oh, I don't care who sees it, whatever, they can't mess with me. Bro, the Illuminati's nobody to play with, bro. Them devil worshippers is they evil, they dangerous. And you know what I mean? I wouldn't mess with them. I wouldn't mess with them. But, you know, Ryan, man, mental... It's crazy, man. People talking about he's on coke. You know, like, is he? Because I ain't gonna lie, like the way he acts, it looks like it. I've never seen Ryan in interviews where he's the whole time like all these faces and his nose, checking his nose, rolling stuff on his face in the interview, just acting weird, bro. Like he looks angry. Like I never seen Ryan look that angry. And I know you could go through stuff in life, and I know Ryan has gone through stuff. So that's why I feel like his mental, I don't think Ryan is fully like there. You get what I'm saying? But I believe he's trying, and I believe he's like he's better than he was before. Like when he took that break from boxing, I definitely believe he's better than that. But you know, it just sucks, bro, because at the same time, it's like he's putting himself in that position too. Miguel, my boy Miguel, he said he should keep quiet about these things because this Illuminati-ish is real and dangerous for him. Nah, it really is, bro. It really, really is. I agree. I think it's very dangerous for him. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to welcome that energy or those type of people into hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. Or to sell pay-per-views, because that's what it is. Ryan's just trying to sell pay-per-views. And ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not knocking him for it. You know what I mean? Try to get your pay-per-views. Sell them. Do what you got to do. But be careful. Be safe. You feel me? Be safe, because, man, I ain't messing with all that. But, hey, what can you do? Enough about Ryan, though. Let's talk about Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis sparring session. I did a little video on that, but man, oh man. What about that one? That's crazy. Oh man, he said, if all this for pay-per-view would be wild. If all this for that would be wild. That would be wild, bro. And honestly, I feel like a part of it, I really feel like it is, because let's go back to Ryan real quick. Let's just look at the chain of events. Let's look at the chain of events, right? Ryan sells 1.3 million pay-per-views with Tank. Breaks records. He fights Duarte next. He goes to fight Rolly, but that went, to negotiate, that fell through. So then he negotiates with Devin Haney. And he says he wants to make the biggest fight happen. He said, you made me look at it differently. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Right? So when have you seen Ryan with this many antiques? You know what I mean? Like, even when Ryan went through the first time that he went through like the mental health stuff, Ryan was quiet about it. He just came out, guys, I got to take a break from boxing because I'm going through it, and I'm not. And I respected the hell out of him for that, because there's so many people that I know in boxing is going through mental stuff, and they just don't want to admit it because they feel like they're gonna come off like weak by saying it. And I respected. So finally caught a live stream. Yeah. So it's like, I feel like I respected Ryan for it because I feel like that was strong on his behalf. Like, look at Jamal Charlo. He was crying on the interview but he didn't want to admit that it was mental. Bro, come on, son. You've been out the ring 3 years. Everything that's going on. You're talking about your wife. Everything he pretty much said in little words was, bro, I'm just mentally going. I'm just mentally like not there right now. I can't fight right now. That's pretty much what he said, but he didn't want to say it's mental issues. It's like I feel we need to bring more awareness to that. Like, bro, it's okay. Like, your mental health, it's okay. Like, that's a real thing. It's like if you're sick, you don't want to go into work. Cause you sick, your health is like, yo, my health ain't right now. Like, I'm over here coughing out a lung and all that. I don't feel good. I can't operate right now, right? Well, your mental is no different from your physical. It's the same exact concept. Bro, my mental health right now is just, I'm not right, so I can't operate right now. I respect them for doing that. I wish more fighters did that instead of making excuses. Just like Teofimo Lopez with his fake retirement. Teofimo Lopez retired due to because he was going through it mentally, because he was going through a divorce and he was fighting for his kid. Bro, that stuff is all understandable. It's all understandable. That's life, bro. You need a break, take your break. But don't lie to the fans talking about I'm retiring because I'm just too good. Like, you sound stupid. You know what I mean? Like, bro, let me see. Miguel said Ryan trying to play Sherlock after seeing some ish combined with the alcohol and weed. Real mental issues created. That's what I think. Nah. You want to know what too? Like, I have a family member. That like, they're perfectly normal, but when they smoke weed, they have like it's like a chemical imbalancement in their brain, and they act out. They start acting out. So I say that to say, you don't know if Ryan has been like smoking weed and like drinking alcohol. Everybody takes that stuff different. Some people, they smoke weed, they get high, they Gucci. Some people, they drink, they get saucy, but they good. But some people, they might smoke and, like I said, chemical imbalancements in your brain. That could happen. That's real stuff that happens with some people who smoke weed. Know what I mean? So, like I said, these erratic behaviors by Ryan is new. Like, we never seen him act like this. And if it's coming from, we got to look at the new things that we've seen, because this is new. He just started acting like this. So what has changed in Ryan, right? That's one of the things. I never knew Ryan smoked weed. I never heard about it. I never seen it. Then he puts a picture, he smokes weed, and he admits that he be smoking weed. You know what I mean? The drinking, I think we always knew Ryan drank. I think that was always a thing. So that's not new. But the weed is new. That's interesting. That's a good point about the weed. Man, my heart goes out to Ryan, man. I hope he, gets it together. I hope he's healthy. I hope he's good. If he needs to bail out on this Devin Haney fight, bro, do it. Don't take another fight like you did with Gervonta Davis, where really you're not even ready to fight and you making the fight, because then all you're doing is cutting yourself short and you cutting the fans short. You're not gonna give us what we feel like we could really get from you, and you're not gonna be happy with your performance. You're gonna walk away with a big bag, a lot of money, and you're not even gonna be happy about it, because Ryan at the end of the day is a real fighter. People say the social media, Instagram stuff, but Ryan is a real fighter. He's not gonna be happy. He's not gonna be content underperforming, knowing that he just wasn't fully there. You get what I'm saying? I say, bro, do what you got to do. Take care of yourself. You know what I mean? But it's crazy, man, the stuff with Ryan. Crazy. Now, who else we got? Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney. That's a crazy one. That sparring footage. I'm going to start with this. Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney. I think we can all admit that was a highlight reel of Gervonta Davis teeing off. I think we're like, you know what I mean? What y'all think? That had to be, right? When was that footage? It was a highlight. Yeah, it was a highlight. I feel it was. Yo, Chris, that footage was from like 2016. It was like 5 years ago. So it's like in that footage, Devin Haney was like 16, 17. He wasn't a pro yet. Devin Haney was like 16, 17. And Gervonta Davis was like 20, 21. I don't know if Gervonta Davis had started his pro career. He might have debuted, probably had like a fight or 2 or 3. But Devin Haney was still, I think, in the amateurs. Devin Haney was still an amateur at that point. But, bro, Gervonta Davis, like, of course, those highlights, like, it looked like, put it like this. I do feel this, even though I feel like it was Gervonta Davis highlights. 2015, okay, Miguel says 2015. But I do feel this. Even if those were Gervonta Davis highlights, if you put together some Devin Haney highlights, I just don't feel that they would look that vicious. He might have highlights where he's like out boxing Tank, landing good shots, but I don't think it'll look that vicious. Like the Tank highlights looked like he was like whooping him like he stole something. Like, bro, them I know they was highlights, but they was bad. Like it was bad. But Tank was big, bro. Let me see. I low-key see that fight going that way. Maybe not as bad. If Tank hurts him, yeah. Like, cause Tank is a good finisher. Tank is a good finisher. Tank is a really good finisher. Tank is he's one of the best finishers. He's one of the best. Yeah, man. Tank is one of the best finishers in boxing. If Tank hurts, I think if Tank hurts anybody, I think it's like they're really in trouble if he hurts anybody. Tank was just unloading on him. Yeah, he was. Bro, you gotta remember too. See, with Tank too, it's like a give and a take. Cause the big thing about that, Chris Linton said, it's hard for Tank not to hurt you in 12 rounds. Yeah, it is. It is, because you know what it is too about Tank? Tank is such a calculated and patient fighter. Tank is like Canelo to me, but he's smarter he's more efficient with his power. Cause see, when you see Canelo kind of like burns out after like 6 or 7 rounds. Cause Canelo sits on everything off rip. And he's just coming at you, walking you down. And every time he gets you in the corner, he's unloading big shots. See, Tank is patient and very selective and precise. He's gonna wait. Tank isn't gonna unload with big shots at first. Tank might, and he doesn't throw a lot of punches. Tank is just gonna throw a little bit. Canelo with movement. Like, honestly, Tank is Canelo with movement, but he can also fight going backwards. Canelo can't fight going backwards. Tank can fight going backwards. But Tank is also, I don't know if I would say more sharper than Canelo. Sharp as shit. Canelo sharp as shit. I always remember that when he caught Billy Joe Saunders with that uppercut, the precision of that was insane, bro. Canelo sharp as crap. Let me see. Tank is nasty. Tank is nasty. But I say this, though. Tank's greatest weapon is his biggest weakness, too. He just hasn't faced nobody that could, like, exploit it. But Tank being such a patient fighter, it makes him great. Because, like I said, he uses his power when he wants to. Lightning Thunder. He's stupid. Let's see. Tank uses his power, like, when he wants to, right? But then, look at, like, when Tank fought Barrios. You see how Barrios was able to, like, box Tank from, like, the outside and kind of keep him at bay, and Tank couldn't have, like, a lot of success early on. He was losing, like, those first 6, 7 rounds. He was losing a lot of that, right? But then he got desperate at the end. But even though Tank getting desperate, it don't look like he's getting desperate, but he got desperate at the end when Mayweather was like, you down on an unofficial scorecard, you down on the unofficials, right? And then Tank came out swinging. But Mario Barrios is just limited. But if Tank, this is why I feel like Frank Martin is going to present him some issues. Because Frank Martin is a patient fighter. Frank Martin is also, but I don't think he's going to beat him. I don't think he's going to beat Tank. But I think Frank Martin can show you a glimpse of exploiting Gervonta Davis's patience as a weakness. Whatchamacallit? I lost track of what I was saying. Shit. I lost track of what I was saying. But anyways, go back to the Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, right? The highlights, boom. It was vicious. Like I said, I feel if they did a highlights of Devin Haney, I don't think it would look that vicious. Chris Linton laughing. Miguel, y'all all laughing at me. That's funny. But I feel like Devin Haney's wouldn't be that vicious. It would probably just be out boxing. Oh, that's the thing I wanted to get to. Tank was out of shape. That's something they emphasized a whole bunch. In that sparring session, Gervonta Davis was out of shape. He wasn't in shape. He was coming out of shape. People were talking about Devin Haney was in the gym. Everybody was like, we want to see Gervonta Davis, Devin. You know, there was like the young guns coming up. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, these kids is nice. Like, people telling Tank, like, yo, this kid nice. People telling Devin, like, yo, he nice, whatever. They wanted that smoke. They wanted to see what it was about. But Devin, Tank was much bigger because he was out of shape, you feel me? So you got to think. You got to remember, bro, back in those days, Tank was really not disciplined. Man body versus kid body. Facts. Man body. Tank was a fat man. Fat, little short fat man body. Like, it was crazy, bro. Bro, back in those days, Tank used to blow up to like 190 pounds. Tank is like 5'5". Like, blowing up to 190, like, that's a big dude. Haney was like in shape, so Haney wasn't as big as he could have been. Haney was probably like a buck 40, a buck 45 at that point, because he was fighting like at 135, you know what I mean? Like JoJo. Yo, facts, bro. Facts like JoJo. But whatchamacallit? So, yeah, Tank was big, bro. Tank was big. That's a big dude. Imagine 100. He probably, I said 20 to 30. He probably had like a 30 to 40 pound advantage on Haney that night. You know what I mean? So one thing people don't get, somebody in my comment section has said this. One thing a lot of people aren't talking about is Haney's durability. Because even though Haney, of course, if that was a real fight with no head, it's just hard though. Because even when you say that, if that was a real fight, he wouldn't have a 40-pound advantage on him. You get what I'm saying? So, but you know, Gervonta Davis' power is like, Gervonta Davis is 135, but he hits like 2 or 3 divisions north. You know what I'm saying? So Miguel said him not making weight versus Gamboa says all. Yeah, facts. That's exactly. Like, you remember he missed weight against Gamboa because Tank was undisciplined. He wasn't as disciplined as he is now. So he used to blow up in between fights, get fat, and he missed weight a couple times, you know what I mean? But whatchamacallit, that fight needs to happen. I can't wait to see that fight now. And I say this about Tank. If Tank brags about what he did to Devin Haney back then when he was 40 pounds heavier than him, I don't want to hear Tank complaining about Devin Haney's too big right now. Because that's what Tank was saying. He was saying, but Tank is a troll though, honestly. Like, you got to know Tank. Tank is a troll. He likes to push your buttons. Tank likes to push people's buttons and like that's it. He just likes to poke the bear. Like, I really feel like if that fight happened, like, Tank would take that fight at 140. I think Tank would have fought Ryan at 140. Tank is an asshole. Tank is an asshole. Like, he likes to troll. He likes to mess with you. And if he could get his way, he's gonna get his way with you so he can laugh in your face and be like, ha ha, got you, and I'm gonna get you. Like, Tank is a jerk. He throws you off. Nah, he does. Tank does. He does throw you off. That's exactly what he does. That's why I feel like if going up against Tank, you gotta mentally be strong. You gotta mentally be strong because he's good at it is the thing. He's good at throwing you off. He doesn't just throw you off, but he's good at it. He knows how to target and pick his spots and he knows how to study you, what bothers you, and how to try to get under your skin and stuff like that. Frank Martin, once again, that's why I say I think Frank Martin is one of them dudes that it's not going to be easy for Tank to get in his head. It's not going to be easy for Tank to mess with Frank Martin. What's this? Got notifications coming up. But yeah, it's not going to be easy for Tank to do all of that with Frank Martin. Frank Martin is going to come to fight. Frank Martin is a natural 135 pounder. And Frank Martin, athletic, explosive, speed, power, IQ, southpaw. So that southpaw advantage that Tank normally has, he's not gonna have. Even though that's no biggie because we saw when Tank fought Hector Garcia. Hector Garcia was a southpaw, and Tank didn't struggle with him at all. And Hector Garcia is a good boxer too. So, you know, Tank, when you get to that level, when you're one of them guys that you're like elite, like you can do a lot of things, only people that will give you trouble is people that's on that same level that can also do a lot of things. You know what I mean? So that's why, like take Ryan, for instance, even though Ryan was bigger, and take away, I know the weight drain and the rehydration clause and all that stuff. I feel like even without all of that stuff, I feel like Tank would have outclassed Ryan regardless. Because it just comes down to the tools in your bag. You know what I mean? Tank would have had too much tools for him regardless. The IQ, the game plan. Honestly, that game plan. Did y'all notice Gervonta Davis' game plan against Ryan Garcia? Do y'all want me to break it down for you, what he did? How Gervonta Davis was able to beat Ryan Garcia the way he beat him? I'm breaking it down for y'all. Bro, Gervonta Davis, right? It's no secret that Gervonta Davis is a little guy. Gervonta Davis is 5'5", with like a 67-inch arm reach. Something like that, 66, 67-inch arm reach. Gervonta Davis, already being small, going up against Ryan Garcia, he fought even smaller. He fought smaller than he already is. Why was that genius? Because go back and watch the highlights. Go back and watch the highlights after this. Look how many times he kept telling Ryan, what is it all you got? You got that left hook, that's all you got, right? All you got is that left hook. You don't got nothing else. Bro, Tank being small, fighting smaller, Ryan, every time Ryan threw that left hook, Tank was like, he made sure that anytime Ryan threw that left hook, he was like a whole foot underneath it. Ryan wasn't even coming close with it because Tank was getting so low. Look at that second round. That second round, Tank didn't throw a single punch. Tank's first punch in that second round came after 2 minutes. It came going into 2 minutes into the round. He threw his first punch, and that was the punch that dropped Ryan. That's when how he did it. Look at him, getting low. And when Ryan came opening with that right, he countered him with that left hook. Boop. Caught him right in his face and dropped him. That's what I mean by the patience. The patience. This dude didn't throw a punch for damn near a whole entire round. Let 2 whole minutes go by to land a bomb. That's what I mean by like versus Canelo, where Canelo loads up on everything. Boom, boom, boom. Tank is like, he's not going to exert his energy. Tank is going to exert his energy when he knows he could really do something with it. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, that's the thing that could play against him. Because what if Tank fights somebody? Like, you want to know who I think would one-sidedly dominate Tank? His opponents get too confident during the fights. Yeah, they get too confident because Tank lets them feel confident. Just like Rolly. Come forward. Oh, yeah, you got power. Oh, yeah, you got power. Yeah, come forward. Bop. Then he catches him with that left hook and knocks him out. You know what I'm saying? Tank plays possum. Hey, my boy. Ahai Belash, my boy finally came through. But yeah, you know, Tank is going to let you get comfortable. He's going to let you feel like you're doing something. He's going to play possum. You're going to feel like, yeah, I got him. And I just don't understand why fighters don't notice that in them. Like, bro, this is what he does. That's why I say with Tank, you need a jab. You need a jab from the outside. You need a jab. And, like, if you're, like, the bigger guy, don't fight Tank mid-range or close. Because if you fight him mid-range, he's too explosive. He could close, unless you got, like, superior timing. You got to have, like, Terrence Crawford type timing, Shakur Stevenson timing. Like, you got to have really good reflex, and you just got to really have IQ. If you're going to fight mid-range with Tank, that's dangerous. If you're fighting on the inside, you better have defense. You better have a chin, IQ. You better be able to frame. You better... Bro, that's just dangerous. The closer you get to him, the more dangerous it is. You got to fight Tank from the outside. And even from the outside, you got to be careful because Tank knows how to close the distance. He just doesn't do it because just like Mario Barrios was a perfect example. Look how Mario Barrios was beating him like the first 6 rounds. And once Tank knew that he was down, he stopped being patient and he started pressing the action. That's something he needs to work on, though. Tank needs to mix it up a little bit better to not wait so long. Because if he's fighting somebody who's just boxing from the outside, he may give away too many rounds. And he got lucky with Mario Barrios because he was able to hurt him. But what if he couldn't hurt Mario Barrios? He was already down like 6, like by the 6th round, he was already down like 5-1. You know what I mean? What if Mario Barrios wouldn't have gotten hurt and got dropped and would have stolen and would have still edged out like two rounds in the later half? He would have lost by decision. You get what I'm saying? So one thing Tank needs to do is make sure that when he's fighting a patient fighter, and maybe that's something that I don't know, not because he didn't do it against Barrios, that's the thing, but maybe it's something that he's going to work on. I don't doubt he's going to work on it, but there's so many fighters, bro, that you would think they're going to work on the simplest thing, and they just don't work on it, like Teofimo. How Teofimo don't know how to cut off the ring, I don't know. When he fought Loma, there's a reason why when he fought Lomachenko, the first 6 rounds, he probably won most of them, but he wasn't really doing anything at the same time. He wasn't landing anything crazy because he wasn't cutting off the ring. If he would have cut off the ring on Lomachenko, he probably would have stopped him. Know what I mean? If he would have cut off the ring on Sandor Martin, he would have stopped him. But he struggled against Sandor Martin. A lot of people thought Teo lost to Sandor Martin. If Teofimo would have cut off the ring on Jermaine Ortiz, he would have knocked him out. But he didn't. And the fight was competitive. I thought Jermaine Ortiz won the fight. You know what I mean? I just be honestly shocked. I be baffled by how fighters, like, it's like, bro, like, you're not going to correct what you're doing wrong. Like, what are you doing in the gym? Like, you had a whole training camp. You had a whole fight where you struggled with something and you don't. Yeah, that is a big flaw. You're not cutting off the ring. That's a huge flaw, especially if you're going to fight a mover. Regis Prograis, a terrific fighter, crazy power, awkward as heck, but he ain't cut off the ring for nothing. If Regis would have cut off the ring on Devin Haney, he would have had a lot of success against Devin Haney. He just wasn't cutting off the ring, so Haney could move around freely. Know what I mean? I don't be understanding how people make the same mistakes over and over and over. You know? And the thing is that it's not one fight, two fight. A lot of these guys, they got they've probably had 80 fights in the amateurs. They've been boxing since they was 12 years old, 8 years old. Like, bro, you don't know how to cut off the ring? Like, how? It don't even make sense. But anyways, yeah, man. Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney. I would love to see that fight now, though. Because I think Devin Haney could give Tank more trouble than people think. Because Devin has a really good jab. But I think Devin Haney stops him, though. I think Gervonta Davis knocks him out for the simple reason that Devin Haney has a bad habit of wanting to fight you. Like everybody Devin Haney's fought, he wants to kind of prove that he could stand in front of them and just stand in front of them. And I feel like if he tries to do that with Tank, that's not gonna work for you with Tank. Tank is too y'all remember when Devin Haney fought Jojo Diaz, and Jojo Diaz was catching Haney with straight lefts, southpaw. He was catching Haney with straight lefts all night. See, Lomachenko wasn't catching him with as many straight lefts, but Lomachenko was closing the distance on Haney with technique and speed, even though Tank don't fight like that. So it's different but the point is that Devin Haney does have his flaw of where he likes to try to stand in front of you to show yeah, I can fight you. And I don't think you should do that with Tank, especially being somebody who everybody knows you have a questionable chin. You know, Devin Haney don't got like a cast iron chin. At least Teofimo Lopez. One thing about Teofimo is I've never seen him hurt. That dude look like he got Teo looked like he could take a punch. We've seen it. Teo could take a punch. Know what I mean? I feel like Teo and Tank, that fight right there would be crazy. Teo versus Tank. Because both those guys got a chin. Both those guys got power. Both of them is explosive, athletic, talented. But once again, it comes down to if Teo can't cut off the ring, because one thing about Tank is when Tank wants to move, Tank can move. Tank got footwork. He knows how to move intelligently. If Teo don't learn, so even let's say they exchanging blows, Teo might catch Tank with something like boom, ooh, right? And Tank feels it. And Tank is like, damn, he shows respect. Because he did it with Rolly. He did it with Ryan. There was a couple times when Rolly called him, a couple times when Ryan called him with a good shot. And you see that Tank shows respect. When he feels the power, Tank is going to fall back and reset and kind of show some respect and slow down. He's going to try to regain control of the pace and the fight and stuff like that. So if he's exchanging with Teo and Teo cracks him, Tank is going to start, all right, he's not a risk taker. So Tank isn't going to sit there and fight brawl with you, you know what I mean? Especially after he takes your power. Tank is going to start moving. And when Tank starts moving, if Teo can't cut off the ring, you know what's going to happen? Tank is going to set a trap, get Teo to follow him around, and when Teo falls right where Tank wants him, pop, he explodes with a left hand. You get what I'm saying? And starts just pop shotting and landing big shots on him. Because if Tank just boxes Teo, I don't think Teo can't outbox Tank. I don't think he could. He likes to counter dumb shots. Yeah, he does like to counter. I mean, Tank is a counter puncher. That's what he is. You know what I mean? A good one too, because he's precise, he's sharp, he's fast, he's accurate. He's very accurate. I think Tank is one of the most accurate. Tank is one of the most accurate, honestly. If not, he might be single-handedly the most accurate, sharpest counterpuncher in boxing. Tank, he might be. I think I would say he is. I don't know who is a more sharper counterpuncher than Tank. That dude is sharp, very sharp. He's gonna punch where he needs to hit you. That's why he has the knockout ratio that he has. See, one thing about the getting knockouts, a lot of people think it's just the power. It's not all power. It's power, but it's punch placement. You get what I'm saying? Crawford. Nah. Balash. I think Crawford is a better counterpuncher than Tank. I think Crawford is a better counterpuncher than Tank, But I think Tank is a sharper counterpuncher than Crawford. Tank is more accurate. I think Tank is more accurate. But I think Crawford is a better counterpuncher. The reason I think Crawford is a better counterpuncher is because Crawford counterpunches, like, in real time, like, just different. It's just a different level. He'll come as far as sharpness. I don't know. No. Sharpness. See, once again, I'm going to have to give it to... If you're just talking about sharpness all around, I give it to Crawford because of everything that Crawford does. It's different. His sharpness doesn't show in, like, one specific area that Crawford's sharpness excels, like, it's just different, bro. Crawford's a different beast. But when I'm talking about sharpness of specifically, like, counter punching, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Crawford and Shakur is more precise to me. See, Crawford is very precise. It's close. Honestly, if you feel Crawford is more precise, that I could see it. I don't think Shakur is very precise. Shakur is very precise. They there, man. All them guys are like on that level. Like they're all really like, you could argue that one is more precise than the other. You really could. You could argue Crawford is more precise than Shakur and Tank. You could argue Shakur is more precise than Tank and Crawford. Tank is more precise than Crawford and Shakur. But I'm always going to give it... The reason I give it to Crawford, or if you're talking about all around, no, I think counterpunching. I think Tank is more... But see, it's like, you messing me up, though, because it's like, I feel like I can't give Tank that credit because Crawford does it more. Like, with more versatility to it. He does it out of... It's different, bro, because Crawford, inside, outside, mid-range, backwards, off lateral movement, off defense, catch and shoot. Crawford has the best, offense off defense. Nobody has better offense off defense than Crawford. Crawford will play defense, and right after defense, go to offense. Word, that's all I'm saying. Now, I get that because I'm right there with you. But what I was specifically talking about, though, I'm talking about, like, the balance. The balance of shifting your weight. You feel me? Like the way Tank shifts his... all at once. The way he shifts his weight, the way he uses his power, the way he uses his speed and explosion and counterpunch. He does all... Like, he'll do that the best in like, at one instance. He has the capability of doing it the best in one instance. That's why he gets all the knockouts he gets. Because when it comes to knockouts, it's not all about power. It's those other things. It's the power plus the punch placement plus the shot that they don't see coming. And Tank is great at that. He'll catch you with a shot you don't see coming with power and speed and accuracy where it hurts. You know what I mean? That dude, he's a beast. He's a beast. Man, but Crawford different, though. Crawford's a dog. Crawford's like, that dude is different, man. I can't wait to see him fight again. I can't wait to see Crawford fight again. Crawford, yeah, did y'all see Terrence Crawford he was at the WBO press conference with the WBO president, and they was asking him, like, what he was gonna do next, who he wanted next. He said he wants Canelo. And then they asked him if he was gonna move up to 154. I think to challenge the winner of Zhu and Thurman. And I don't know if it was then, but he made the comment, he made the remark, and Crawford said, you know, maybe I might move up from 147. I might move up from 147. Yo, I was hyped when he said that. Cause what does that mean? What does Crawford saying I might move up from 147 mean? That means that Crawford in his head is thinking of Gervonta Davis. That's the only person at 147 worth fighting. The only person at 147 worth fighting is Gervonta Davis. And if Crawford is saying that he might move up from 147, then that means that he's probably thinking of a fight with Gervonta Davis. Like, as a possibility. Because think about it. Canelo already said he don't want to fight Crawford. You got Thurman and Zoo about to fight. But truth be told, the belt isn't on the line. So if Thurman beats Zoo, Crawford isn't going to want to fight Thurman. There's no belt on the line. It is a pretty good pay-per-view, though. Especially if Thurman can, like, knock Zoo out, right? If Thurman can knock Zoo out, then you're talking about, okay, that could be a big fight. If Thurman can dominate Zoo and knock him out, because now it's like, dang, Thurman came back. He moved up to 154. He knocked out Tim Zoo. That's a bad boy. Now you could be talking about something. But there's no strap. Wish I was with you on this live. Bro, we got to plan one out, bro. We got to plan one out for sure. Ali Balaj. I be feeling, we definitely got to plan one out so we could do a live together. You got to, yo, Balaj, if you could, follow me on, if you have an Instagram, follow me on Instagram and DM me so we could talk on Instagram and really figure something out. Miguel said that's the only reason for him to stay at 147 and get his belt back. You feel me? He'll be a three-time undisputed champion. I'm going to tell you right now, for me, I would love to see Crawford become a 4-division world champion. But yeah, Crawford is considering boots. I think so too, bro. I think so too. I think there's a reason why Crawford vacated the IBF too. Because I feel like, well, first of all, we know that he was at that point still caught up in the Errol Spence fight. But I feel like Crawford also felt like, well, if Boots has the other piece and I still got 3, then I could fight for undisputed again. You get what I'm saying? So maybe Boots don't bring nothing to the table, but he do now if he got a strap. You get what I'm saying? So now I could fight Boots instead of just fighting him for, you know, not so big of a payday. And just fighting him, I could fight him for a decent payday and another strap, so I could become undisputed again. So I really do think that Crawford is considering that, because once again, let's go down to champions. Who are the champions at 154? I think they said Jermell Charlo is like, he officially relinquished all the belts, I think. So all the belts are vacant except for the WBO, which Tim Tszyu has. But Tim Tszyu is about to fight Thurman. And honestly, I think Thurman's gonna beat Tszyu. I think Thurman is gonna beat Tim Tszyu. But if Keith Thurman beats Tim Tszyu, I don't think Crawford is gonna want to fight him, because then Crawford's gonna lose interest. It's gonna be like, he already lost though. I could become a champion and beat him, but it's not as rewarding. You know what I mean? What's Crawford gonna do? Move up to 168? Canelo already said he's not interested in Crawford. You get what I'm saying? Miguel, what you mean? Miguel said what? Why? Why what? Oh, you saying like why I think Keith Thurman beats Tim Tszyu? Let me know, Miguel. What you talking about, baby? What you want to know? I don't got no water. I need some water. Oh, why he beats Tim Tszyu? I think Keith Thurman beats Tim Tszyu because, bro, it's the craftiness. It really comes down to the craftiness and the movement. Every opponent that Tim Tszyu has faced, even put it like this, the best boxer that Tim Tszyu has faced was Tony Harrison. But Tony Harrison stood in front of him. You get what I'm saying? Good footwork. He like, but it was like, it wasn't it though. Keith Thurman got power, and Keith Thurman is crafty. Keith Thurman, look at when Keith Thurman fought Barrios. Look how he changes slots, and he would like dip and strike from like super weird angles. I honestly feel like Keith Thurman is gonna circle the ring, rotate Tszyu. He's gonna be pop shotting and closing distance with dips to the side, and that he does like that little, it's like a jab, but he dips down so he can shoot the jab up, so it comes with power. You get what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I think Tim Tszyu could definitely hurt Keith Thurman. Tim Tszyu can stop Keith Thurman. Tim Tszyu is good going to the body too. Tim Tszyu is a really good body puncher. But is Tim Tszyu gonna attack the body relentlessly? Because Keith Thurman also is a good counter puncher. Keith Thurman isn't just gonna let Tim Tszyu attack the body like freely without him paying for it. You know what I mean? And I really just think, bro, I really think people are sleeping on Keith Thurman. I remember when Keith Thurman fought Barrios, people were sleeping on him then. Everybody was like, oh, I think Barrios is gonna beat him. I was like, I didn't have my channel back then, so I didn't make no prediction. But bro, I thought Keith Thurman was gonna do Barrios greasy. I said if Keith Thurman comes back, like really dedicated, because Keith Thurman, he's a beast. If Keith Thurman is really dedicated, I think he'll come back and dominate Barrios. And he did. But I was like, but if Keith Thurman is just coming back for a payday, it's not really, he's not really in it, then he might mess around and lose, because I don't know what version of Keith Thurman is going to show up. Know what I mean? Let me see. Miguel said, but he's coming from a layoff too. But bro, he came from a layoff when he fought Barrios, bro. And he destroyed Barrios. You remember Barrios was outboxing Tank. Bro, Barrios never outboxed Thurman. And why was that? See, the thing about Thurman is Thurman uses the ring. He's gonna move in circles around you. He literally rotates around you, and he does what Sugar Ray Leonard used to do. If you go back and you watch Sugar Ray Leonard, Thurman does what Sugar Ray Leonard used to do. He circles the ring, moves side to side, and he gets you moving this way, gets you moving that way, gets you uncomfortable, makes you lose your patience, and then he'll get crafty and strike at you from weird angles when you get in. He makes you fall into a rhythm of chasing him around the ring. And then when you get trapped and chasing him around the ring, that's when he decides to sit and pop, pop, pop. He don't do it like Sugar Ray, because Sugar Ray will sit and throw off like a 2, 3, 4, 5 punch combination. But Keith Thurman is gonna with more explosion though. Keith Thurman is gonna do it with more explosion, but like sit and boom, boom, throw like a 1-2 or 2-1 or something. You know what I mean? Weird swivel jab, do some weird stuff. But it's tricky, bro. It's the IQ. It's the IQ. I don't think that Zoo hasn't faced somebody like that. I definitely think Zoo is going to be the bigger, stronger guy for sure. That's why I say I think Zoo can hurt Thurman. If Thurman gets overzealous, there was moments where Thurman against Barrios, Thurman got overzealous, and Barrios was catching Thurman with a couple of shots. See, if he does that with Zoo, that's going to be a more of a risky game against Zoo, because Zoo is bigger than Barrios and hits much harder than Barrios. You get what I'm saying? So Thurman is going to have to be on his P's and Q's. But nevertheless, it's going to be a very interesting fight. But Miguel, I'm going to do a film study and prediction on that fight. A good one. Not one where I'm just here talking. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to get the footage, show y'all. I'm going to show y'all the film study so you could kind of see like what I'm talking about. It'll play better in your head. You'll be able to see better than you can. He said he's coming up on weight too, right? Yeah, Thurman is coming up from 147. Because Zoo fights at 154, Thurman at 147. He's coming up from 147 to 154 to fight Zoo. But bro, remember though, Thurman's a big welterweight too. Did you see Thurman when Thurman fought Barrios? That dude was like busting at the seams, but he looked healthy. Thurman takes care of himself. I'm gonna tell you that much. Thurman takes care of himself. Look at the pictures, bro. I seen some pictures of Thurman, I think it was like on YouTube or something, of Thurman in the gym just now recently training. Bro, the dude is shredded. Like, he's gonna be strong. He's gonna be healthy. We know Thurman's body is his weakness. That's what we've seen him hurt to. We never seen him drop to the body. Yeah, he's gonna be big. We never seen Thurman drop to the body, but we've seen him hurt to the body against Pacquiao and against Barrios. Had to spit his mouthpiece out and all of that. But Thurman's a dog, you know what I mean? We're gonna see. But guys, that's going to be it for this live. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I really do. I love all of y'all. Y'all the best. I got the best fan base in the world. My people in the building. I'm going to be doing, y'all already know. Today was Wednesday and I did it Wednesday. I was supposed to do it yesterday. I was just so busy and caught up with work and all that stuff that I literally lost track of what day of the week it was. And for some reason, I kept thinking that today was Tuesday, yesterday was Monday, and I got confused and all of that. Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem, Miguel. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, for real. That means a lot. But you already know, next Tuesday, I'm going to try to just bear with me. I'm going to try to be a little bit more better with notifying y'all when I'm going to go live and stuff like that. Let y'all know ahead of time. Have it posted. Have it so y'all could just see it and all that stuff. But yeah, next Tuesday, I'll be back for episode 4. Y'all already know what it is. That's it, fans. Boxing channel. I'm out. My people.